Yes, let's sit and calmly try to figure this out.
No, I've got it figured out. Just haul it off, trash it.
Get your jumbo coffees and some pie.
I am never more than 10 feet away from pie.
Welcome to Ms. Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for another top 10 Gilmore Girls moments.
I was just walking by, and the thing came out of nowhere, and bam, beaked me right in the eye.
It beaked you.
You still don't believe me.
I just never heard anyone use the word beaked as a verb before.
No, this isn't funny.
For this list, we're taking a look at more of the most memorable moments from this television dramedy, which follows the lives of Lorelai and Rory Gilmore.
So I'm driving down this road and I stop and I get hit by a deer.
You hit a deer?
No, I got hit by a deer. You don't believe me? I've got antler prints on the side of my mother's car.
Rory, come on.
Number 10, Luke Can Waltz.
No hustle, no hora. It was a slow dance, a waltz. Luke can waltz.
Luke can waltz?
Luke can waltz.
As they're known for their snappy dialogue, it's easy for Rory and Lorelai to talk about more than one subject at a time. The morning after Lorelai and Luke attend his sister's wedding, Lorelai wonders if she and Luke are an official couple.
I think I'm dating Luke.
What?
I'm not sure. It's just a possibility. I could be wrong.
But how?
She tries to catch Rory up to speed on everything that happened the night before. And in their typical fashion, they both get sidetracked by the discovery that Luke can waltz. Well, not only by the fact he can waltz, Lorelai also describes it in such a way that makes it sound dirty.
What? I'm just saying I'm surprised that Luke can waltz.
That sounded more like I'm surprised I still have my clothes on.
Oh, stop.
It's a funny bit of banter that's easy for fans to quote.
But maybe he didn't mean it as a date thing. Maybe he just needs to get out of the house, and since I'm currently one of the women sitting home thinking if I could only find a man like Aragorn, he picked me.
Number 9, Luke and Jess's water fight.
Stop talking to me, stop following me, and stop asking me questions. Just stop.
That's what you want?
Yes.
That's really what you want?
Yes.
Fine, you got it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
The relationship between Luke and Jess is full of ups and downs, but in the earlier seasons, it's one of the show's most compelling matchups. After Taylor accuses Jess of stealing money from the market's donation, Luke confronts Jess about whether there's any truth to the rumor.
Now, don't get me wrong, I enjoy hanging up on Taylor, and he is crazy, but I was just wondering if maybe any of the other things he said were true.
Instead of rationally talking it out, Jess blows up at Luke and makes it clear that he hates Stars Hollow.
You bring me here to this place, you put me in a school that says the Pledge of Allegiance in 6 different languages, 2 of which I've never heard of before. You take me away from my home, my friends.
As the two walk side by side on a bridge over a pond, Luke pushes Jess into the water out of nowhere. The moment is unexpected and hilarious, since neither knows how to communicate, and Luke's actions are pretty childish.
And I went to confront him, and he was being impossible, and I just pushed him in a lake. I mean, this is bad.
That depends. Can he swim?
He's fine. He's wet. I lost it.
Number 8, This Isn't You, Rory.
I mean, with you. What's going on with you?
What do you mean?
You know what I mean.
Say what you will about Jess, but he's the only one who can talk some sense into Rory after she drops out of Yale. After a bad meeting with Logan, Jess yells at Rory about how she's not being herself anymore. She's not in school, she's dating a guy with a Porsche, and is a member of the DAR.
What are you doing? Living at your grandparents' place? Being in the DAR? No, Yale. Why did you drop out of Yale?
It's a pretty serious dressing down on his part, but it does force Rory to start questioning her decisions.
What's going on with you? This isn't you, Rory. You know it isn't. What's going on?
I don't know.
Jess tells Rory he's always known her best, and it's pretty hard to deny that in this scene.
Happy birthday, by the way. Wasn't that a couple weeks ago, your birthday?
Number 7, I'm a Bad Mother.
I tried so hard. I have a list of things that he's afraid of on the fridge, and I try to do the right thing.
During much of season 6, Lorelai and Rory are at odds over Rory's decision to drop out of Yale. As a result, Lorelai puts all her energy into Paul Anka, the dog she adopted. Suddenly, the poor pup gets sick, and it does a number on Lorelai.
I did this wrong. I did this all wrong. How could I have let this happen? How did I not see it coming?
She goes on a rant about everything she did wrong in raising her dog. Only it's pretty clear that she's really talking about her relationship with Rory when she utters, I'm a bad mother.
Why can't I fix these things?
Hey,
I'm a bad mother.
you're not a bad mother.
Luke's there to comfort her, but it hurts fans to see Lorelai so torn up about Rory's decision.
He's gonna be okay.
I hope so.
Number 6, He's in your life forever.
Once Luke Danes is in your life, he is in your life forever.
Luke is often there for Lorelai and Rory, and this is one of the most memorable times when the favor is returned. During his custody battle with Anna over April, Lorelai writes a character reference for Luke that's read in court.
He's also one of the most kind and caring persons I have ever met.
I'm a single mother and I raised my daughter by myself. But once Luke Danes became my friend in this town, I never really felt alone.
The letter is heartfelt and powerful as we hear Lorelai read it through voiceover. She tells the judge how Luke has always been a surrogate father to Rory and always supported her as a single mother.
Luke has been a sort of father figure in my daughter's life. With his own daughter, Luke wasn't given the opportunity to be there for her first 12 years, but he should be given that opportunity now.
It's a beautiful moment that shows there's always love and admiration between Lorelai and Luke, even when they aren't together.
I know from personal experience what an amazing gift that is, and not to allow him access to his daughter would be to seriously deprive her of all this man has to offer, and he offers so much.
Number 5. My name is Bill and this is our song.
If only your name was Bill, then this could be our song. Well, Emily, for tonight, and tonight only, my name is Bill, and this is our song.
Emily and Richard have always been relationship goals, but never more so than when they renew their vows in the show's 100th episode. In an intimate ceremony, they pledge their love to one another, with Lorelai serving as her mom's maid of honor and Rory as Richard's best man.
Richard and Emily have chosen once again to say to each other, I choose you.
But what adds to the cuteness of the whole ceremony is when the couple dances to the 1960s hit Wedding Bells Blues by the Fifth Dimension. The day isn't without drama, since it's also when Lorelai finds out about Emily's plans to break her and Luke up.
You and me, we're done.
But it's nice to remember Richard and Emily's expression of love above all else.
We should separate more often.
Oh, bite your tongue.
Number 4. Rory's first day at Yale.
Mom!
Here.
But you're not supposed to be.
What? Where is it written?
Well, it's not exactly written, but it's clearly implied that the parents are supposed to leave the campus at some point.
The close relationship between Lorelai and Rory is the cornerstone of the series. And on other shows, the separation would drive a wedge between mother and daughter, but not the Gilmores. Instead of pushing her mom away, Rory calls Lorelai and tells her that she's homesick after only 4 hours apart. Rory feels embarrassed about missing her mom and goes on an epic rant about wishing she hated Lorelai since it would make it easier to be away from home.
I should hate you, not miss you. Do something to make me hate you.
Go Hitler!
She may be a mama's girl, but it's sweet when Lorelai comes back and finds the best takeout around campus and ranks the places by the cuteness of their delivery boys. That's pretty important information any college freshman would want.
The whole point of getting everything within delivery distance is so we can judge the quality of food, speed of service, cuteness of delivery guys on a scale of 1 to 10. We cannot work from memory on this.
Where's your phone?
Number 3. I Will Always Love You.
I would only be in your way. So I'll
She's a
go.
Whitney fan? Oh, I think it's Dolly inspired.
This one starts off comedic enough, but quickly turns into something much deeper. Lorelai gets up to sing her Dolly Parton-inspired version of I Will Always Love You at a local karaoke bar when Luke appears in the crowd wearing the baseball cap she gave him.
Bittersweet memories. That's all I'm taking with me.
Suddenly, her song becomes a direct address to him as she wishes him goodwill.
I will always love you. I hope life treats you kind.
This show has the uncanny ability to make you laugh one moment and nearly cry the next. And this scene is one of those that flips audience expectations on their head. Also, it's one of the sweetest moments in the Luke and Lorelai canon.
I will always love you.
Number 2. Sherry's pregnant.
You're still Rory's dad, right? So whatever happens or doesn't happen between us, I still need you to drive safe.
Lorelai.
Just go, Chris.
Sherry's pregnant.
Lorelai and Luke may be the show's most important will they won't they couple, but for the longest time, Christopher is Lorelai's big what if. Just when it seems like they're finally about to happen, Christopher gets the news that his girlfriend Sherry is pregnant with his baby.
She just found out, and she called me as soon as she found out, and that was her calling to tell me that she found out.
The news couldn't come at a worse time, since he gets the phone call at Suki's wedding and has to skip out on both the ceremony and Lorelai. It's a blow to Lorelai, but Christopher doesn't want to miss being a part of his new kid's life when he regrets not being there for Rory early on. It's a heartbreaking moment for Lorelai, and it's easy for fans to feel her pain.
I don't know what to do. I was so happy last night, and now...
Yeah.
I missed it before with Rory. I wasn't there. I wasn't a part of it.
I know.
And I never forgave myself.
I know.
Before we unveil our number one pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
Forget it.
Mom, please. Just let me focus on this for one more second, and if I cannot do it, I'll get a professional DVD guy in here to install it, okay?
I still don't understand why you got me this. I love this movie. He's still a playboy, you know. Well, of course you know. That would explain why your weight goes up and down 30 pounds every other month. But that's your cross to bear. But these are ugly realities. No one needs to talk about them. Those kids are staying together for as long as they like. You won't stop them.
Now, we're setting up a dinner for next week to finalize the engagement and start talking about the ceremony. Emily is handling all the newspaper announcements, so not to worry, that's all taken care of.
But
she is a fine young lady, Logan.
Number 1. Yes, Emily, you may go first.
I did not sign on to your dying, and it is not going to happen. Not tonight, not for a very long time.
We're still crying about this one. After Richard collapses at a dinner, he's taken to the hospital to recover. Emily, strong woman that she is doing everything she can to ensure Richard is comfortable, but isn't quite listening as he tries to make plans in case he dies.
I'm going to have to get those.
Emily, listen to me. If I die...
No!
Emily...
Richard Gilmore. There may be many things happening in this hospital tonight, but your dying is not one of them.
In her forceful Emily way, she demands that she's the one who gets to die first, and Richard obliges.
In fact, I demand to go first. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, Emily. You may go first.
Good.
It's one of the series' most tender moments, and one of the most poignant since in real life, actor Edward Sherman passed away in 2014 from brain cancer. That fact makes the scene all the more difficult to watch, and reminds us how much we miss him.
I'm going to get you those sheets.
Do you agree with our list?
Is everything okay?
Yes.
I'll get the broom.
Which moment do you love to replay?
I can. As long as everything is exactly the way I want it, I'm totally flexible.
Oh, well, my mistake.
For more can't-miss top 10s published daily, be sure to subscribe to Ms. Mojo.
great, then we can hold hands and skip afterwards.
Stop saying that.